Hi, this is Patrick Ian Moore, Editor-in-Chief of Edibles List magazine, and I'm here at the Float Lab in Venice Beach, the original Float Lab with Crash, the owner and creator of this facility, as well as the updated modern version of Westwood. And I just did 2 hours in a sensory deprivation tank floating on 150 milligrams of THC in edible form, researching possible treatments for PTSD and also, I guess, just general relaxation. I'm going to recommend this for everybody. Crash, how did you get started in this business? When did it start? What interested you? Very few people have this job.
Yeah, there's more people now than there was before. When I first started with it, it came to me by some method that I'm not aware of. How I ever came to the idea that that's what I should do. But once I got started on the project, I've been at it now for I guess it's 18 years. And,
since 1990.
Yeah. I got a shirt here. See here, floatlab.com.
So, no, it didn't even begin this century. It started last century. He's been around that long. The first time I ever heard of this, I was a kid, like many people. It was the movie Altered States with William Hurt.
I heard that as well. Saw that movie. That was my only reference to what this was. What I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But in the movie, I thought, well, this isn't really a real thing because of the way it was portrayed there with the guy turning into a monkey or whatever. It just seemed to be something that wasn't.
It started strong and got a little. I don't know.
Yeah, the potential of the reality part of it could have been there up until when all of a sudden there was a transformation into a different character that was like prowling around. So I wrote it off at that time as a young person anyway. I didn't really.
Yeah, I did not even think that these were real.
Exactly, something that
maybe
people did.
There were 2 in the United States. There was one at MIT and one at Caltech or wherever.
Right.
It's not that hard to find one. I'm recommending the one in Westwood that Crash recommends. It's really cheap. It's about the cost of a massage, if you can believe that. It's about the same length or longer if you like. It was an amazing experience. It didn't seem like 2 hours. It seriously seemed like about 20 minutes for me. It was weird. The first time I kind of felt myself go out, I was brought back to by what seemed like Middle Eastern Arabic language singing. I don't know if it really was. It might have just been like that imaginary dream version of fictional languages that you hear when you don't actually know how to speak them, that your mind creates. The second time, it was just a lot of a weird sound that I almost can't even describe. But as soon as I would start to float all the way out and
You get a jerk like that, twitch?
I would, and I would reassure myself with the surface, and then I would realize that the first surface was liquid.
Yeah, so it's like different for everybody. You'll be, some people will read about, this guy said that, or she said this, or whatever it was like that, but, and then they have an expectation of something to be, like that for them. But actually, the only thing for sure is that it's not going to be that. There's some of these military guys that come in here and they utilize this as an option for some of their other methods of feeling better about whatever it is that's bothering them.
I can absolutely see the benefits of that. It's probably the most relaxing thing I've ever really experienced. It'd be right up there.
Well, it's because you're a good guy. Now, if you go in there and you're a rat or something, and you're in there with you, that's what somebody said. Oh, that was well. It's all about you. It's a direct representation of who you are to you, and you can't really make up that and lie. Say, oh, I'm this fictional character that I wish I was, because when you're in there, you're now secluded from that kind of portrayal. You're now confined within the basis of reality that you're aware of. You're not in there trying to present yourself off to somebody else to be something or this or that or whatever it is. You're in there with yourself, knowing full well what you consist of. And then
it was hard not to think about certain conspiracy theories that have been on my mind lately. But I wasn't worried about them, just pondering. Now, how often do people come in that you know are under the influence of cannabis or have been medicating, or who mentioned that or some association with that in some way?
Well, you know, I think that's actually a pretty high percentage for whatever reason. I know that the parking guy used to say, you know, everybody that comes in here, their weed, the car smells like weed. You know, they're smoking a lot of weed in the car, whatever it was. You know, they go, oh, well, all right. You know,
Well, I'm absolutely recommending trying the two together as long as you're comfortable medicating with cannabis. People were saying that you should go in at whatever feels normal to you, so I did. If that's normal for you, then I'd absolutely recommend it. The one is relaxing, though the other is, and together, it's not one of those things where two positives don't make another positive.
it's complementary.
Yeah, the synergy
Right.
works incredible. There's a real entourage effect. So yeah, look up Crash and Float Lab. There's a lot of info out there on the internet. They've got a great facility in Westwood. If you're in Venice, and it's just the most convenient way, it is possible to do it here, and it was a wonderful experience for me. If you do want to see what the modern, updated, the state-of-the-art, the best that you can get today, this year, 18 years after the creation of the original, go to Westwood, because that's the one that I'm going to check out next, and we're going to take more members of our staff so that they can see it too and experience this.
That sounds great.
Crash, thank you so much
All right, my
for
brother.
letting me do this.
Oh,
and
my pleasure. Thanks
for
for
sharing
coming
your
on.
time. It's great. It's beyond what I can really describe. It's like trying to describe a dream and thinking that somebody's going to get it. Oh, that's kind of what it's kind of like dreaming.
Yeah, that's a cool way to be. You know,
Yeah.
alternative.
So look for more info in our May issue of Edibles list. This video is going to be up and edited and online soon so that you can learn more. I'm Patrick. This is Edibles. This is Crash. This is Float Lab.
Beautiful.